Bonjour, mon nom est Julie, puis je suis professeure de yoga à Montréal. Aujourd'hui, on va pratiquer un Vinyasa flow. Vous allez avoir besoin d'un tapis de yoga, des blocs. Si vous n'avez pas de blocs, vous pouvez utiliser autre chose comme des livres ou un vieux dictionnaire. Puis, n'oubliez pas votre bouteille d'eau pour s'hydrater durant la pratique. My name is Julie. Today we'll be doing a Vinyasa flow. What you'll be needing is a yoga mat, of course, 2 blocks, a water bottle. Water is really important to hydrate. And we'll begin. On va commencer allongé sur le dos. Vous pouvez vous allonger sur le tapis, puis ayez les genoux pliés avec les pieds à peu près à la largeur du tapis. Laissez les genoux tomber un vers l'autre. Vous pouvez placer les mains sur le ventre and close the eyes. Begin to land in your body. Take a moment to just observe how you are physically, how you are mentally. Comment vous êtes au niveau émotionnel, au niveau énergétique. Notice how you are spiritually. And bring the awareness towards the weight of the body towards the ground. Notice the touch of your clothes and the touch of the air on your skin. Commencez à connecter avec le moment présent. Notice how your breath is right now, without trying to force it or without trying to control it. Just allowing it to be as natural as possible. Good. And then slowly you can bring Ujjayi breath into your practice. Donc c'est une contraction de l'arrière de la gorge qui fait un peu comme un son de vague quand on respire. So this will allow you to keep the focus on what's happening in the present moment, just by hearing your breath and by feeling it a little more. And then together, let's take a full breath in through the nose. And through your mouth, exhale. Encore 2 autres fois par le nez, inspire. And sigh it out. Let's go one more time. Welcome to practice. When you're ready, you can slowly bring your feet back in towards one another and straighten your left foot towards the front of your mat. So straighten your left leg forward. Interlace your fingers around your right shin and just draw your right knee in towards your chest. Dorsiflex both ankles, so your knees are curling up towards, your toes are curling up towards your knees. Good. And then begin to move your right knee from side to side. So just letting the hip know that that's where we're going. So just moving the femur bone into the hip socket. Notice what it feels like. Notice the sensations in the hip area. And keep on pressing your left foot towards the front of your mat. Continuez de respirer. Étendez le bras gauche vers le côté gauche de la pièce. Et puis avec la main droite, ouvrez la hanche droite. So bring your right knee towards the right. And then by doing this, you'll notice that maybe your left hip is lifting off the ground. Bring it back onto your mat. So there's a little activation of your core here. Keep on breathing into that space that you're creating in your body right now. Nice. Slowly bring your right knee back to neutral. Bend your left knee, place your left foot on the ground, and place your right foot on the left thigh. Ramenez la cuisse gauche vers vous, entrelacez les doigts derrière la cuisse ou autour du tibia. Assurez-vous que le bas du dos est collé au sol. Keep on dorsiflexing your right foot so that you protect your knee joints. And then here you can relax your left foot, your left ankle. And if you'd like to begin to sway from side to side and maybe try to find that sweet spot. Again, noticing what happens and breathing into and all around sensations. Good, and then slowly come back to neutral. Release your legs as you straighten your left leg forward and bring your right foot up towards the sky. Interlace your fingers towards the back of your mat. Release your thumb and index. Take a full breath in here. And with the exhale, reach towards your big toe with your index finger. So lift your shoulder blades off the ground. Inhale, come back towards the ground. And exhale, shoot towards your foot with your index fingers. Let's do that 3 more times. Inspire, ramène le dos, les mains au sol. Expire, le bout des doigts vers le pouce, vers le gros orteil. Inspire, reviens vers le sol. Et expire vers le gros orteil. Come back to neutral. Keep your left hand where it is, towards the back of the room. Place your right hand on your right hip, and then turn your entire body towards the left side of the room. So your right foot will step all the way outside of your mat, and then grab your head with your left hand. Bend your bottom left knee and grab the outer edge of your right foot your left foot with your right hand. Good, and then breathe here. This is called the cat pulling its tail. Cute name. So I'm multitasking here. I'm doing a little bit of a back bend, a twist. I'm opening my shoulder. I'm doing a quad stretch. So really breathing into all of these sensations. Good. Doucement, vous pouvez relâcher le pied du dessous et revenir sur le dos. Allongez la jambe droite vers l'avant, les 2 bras de chaque côté du corps. Prenez un instant pour remarquer comment la droite se sent par rapport à la gauche. Est-ce qu'il y a une différence ou non? So there's no right or wrong here. Just take a moment to observe without preference, without expectations. Et quand vous êtes prêt, on fait de l'autre côté. Pliez le genou gauche, entrelacez les doigts devant le tibia. Dorsiflex your right and left ankles. And then begin to sway your knee from side to side. And notice, was the right side easier for you, or is there like different sensations that come up on the left side that weren't there on the right side? Very nice. And extend the right arm out to the side. Open the left hip. So bring your left knee towards the left side of your mat. Ramenez la hanche droite au sol. Continuez de pousser à travers le talon droit et le talon gauche. Respirez. Doucement ramenez le genou gauche vers le centre, pliez le genou droit, Placez l'extérieur du pied gauche sur la cuisse droite. Ramenez la cuisse droite vers vous. So threading the needle once again on this side, you can begin to move, sway from side to side if that feels good in your body. Revenez vers le centre. Allongez la jambe droite vers l'avant, la jambe gauche vers le ciel. Interlace your fingers, Kali Mudra, releasing your thumb and index. Take a full breath in here. Exhale towards your big toe. So really reaching, use your core muscles. Inhale to come back down. And exhale to shoot. Inspire, reviens vers le sol. Expire, utilise la sangle abdominale pour monter. Encore 2 autres fois. Very nice. And then the next time your right hand is there, stay here. Put your left hand on your left hip and roll onto the right side of your mat. Grab your head with your right hand. Bend your right foot. This is confusing. And grab the outer edge of your right foot with your left hand. And then make sure that your bottom knee is pointed towards the back of your mat or the front of your mat. Full breaths here. Nice, and then slowly release your foot and come back down onto your back. Bring both knees in towards your chest, grab the outer edges of your thighs, and begin to roll back and forth just a few times, just to massage your back going up and down the spine. Puis vous pouvez croiser les tibias. On va se rencontrer dans la posture de la table. So coming into tabletop position, if you have sensitive knees and you'd like to place something underneath your knees, go right ahead and do it. And hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. On va commencer avec quelques chats et vaches pour réveiller la colonne vertébrale. So with the in-breath, drop the belly down, lift up the hips, lift up the chest, and look up. And exhale, round your spine and gaze towards the center. Inspire pour baisser le ventre, soulève les hanches, la poitrine, regarde vers le ciel. Expire, posture du chat. And then let's continue doing this. I invite you to close the eyes as you are moving. So staying present at each moment of your movement. Let's do one more. Good, and then slowly come back into your neutral spine. Walk the hands just a little bit forward, maybe an inch or two. Curl up your toes and lift up your hips towards the sky for your first downward facing dog. I invite you here to bend one knee at a time and sway the hips from side to side. Réveillez l'arrière des jambes. Assurez-vous que les index sont parallèles l'un à l'autre, puis les mains sont bien, poussent bien dans le sol. So your entire hand is pressing into the ground. And with your next inhale, lift your right foot up towards the sky. With the exhale, step your foot forward in between your hands and drop your back knee down. Inspire, soulève les mains vers le ciel pour Anjaneyasana. So both hands up towards the sky. Make sure that your legs are active, that your hands are going up towards the sky, that you're squeezing your bum. Interlace your fingers. Kali Mudra, take a full breath in. Et à l'expire, penche vers la gauche. Même activité dans les jambes. Et respire. So bringing your breath into both sides of your torso here. Inhale, both hands up towards the sky. Release your fingers. Exhale, right hand down, left hand up towards the sky. Recourbe les orteils du pied arrière. Soulève le genou arrière du sol. Prends un dernier inspire ici. Et expire, main gauche vers le sol. Inspire au centre. Expire le talon arrière au sol. Inspire pour mon guerrier 2, so rising up to your warrior 2, and as you exhale, land. So staying here for a few breath cycles, relax your shoulders. And with your next inhale, back hand, back thigh, top hand back, reverse your warrior. Reste ici, respire. Inspire, les deux bras parallèles au sol, allonge la jambe gauche. And then reaching forward for your triangle pose, Utthita Trikonasana, main droite vers le ciel, main gauche sur le tibia. Et si vous avez besoin de ramener le pied arrière un petit peu plus vers l'avant, allez-y. Good, one more full breath in here. Exhale, right hand down to the ground. Step your left foot to the center of your mat. Turn your 10 toes towards the left. Lift your left hand up towards the sky. So make sure not to sink into your hips. Can you lift your hips a little higher? And one more full breath in here. Exhale, top hand goes all the way down to your mat. Step your right foot next to the left one and fold forward over your straight legs. Inspire pour un dos droit à la moitié. Expire, plonge vers l'avant. Inspire, remonte vers le ciel, touche les paumes ensemble au-dessus de la tête. Expire, les deux mains vers le cœur. Keep your hands at your heart. Bring your weight into your right foot. Lift your left knee up. Open your knee to the side and bring your foot either on the inside of your thigh, on your calf, or on your ankle. Okay. So, trouvez la posture de l'arbre qui est la meilleure pour vous. Make sure that you are still breathing here. If you feel comfortable enough to lift your hands up towards the sky, go ahead and do it. Good. Bring your both hands back towards your heart and take a figure 4 with your legs. So bring the outer edge of your left foot on your right thigh. Doucement baissez en pliant le genou droit. Respirez dans la hanche gauche. Good. And then slowly lift yourself back up. Step your left foot to the front of your mat, bend your right knee, grab your foot with your hand. So right foot with the right hand. And then pull that top knee, that right knee, towards the top of your mat. Release the foot, bring both hands to your heart for your warrior 3. So remember to be kicking or karate kicking your right foot towards the back of your mat as you lengthen your spine through the top of your head. Et placez la main gauche sur le bloc, puis ramenez la hanche droite par-dessus la hanche gauche, la main droite vers le ciel. So here, if you're looking down, it's going to be a little easier. If you want to challenge, try to look up towards the ceiling. Take another full breath in. With the exhale, step your right foot back, come back into your warrior 3 pose. Warrior 2. À l'inspire, renverse le guerrier. Et expire les deux mains vers l'avant du tapis pour le chien tête baissée. Option Vinyasa ici, à l'inspire, reviens dans la posture de la planche, top of a push-up. Exhale, lower down all the way to your mats. Inhale for a cobra. Exhale for downward facing dog. Let's take a few breaths here in downward facing dog. If ever you need a break, you know that you can also come into child's pose by bringing your knees together, big toes touching, sitting your hips back towards your heels. Hands can go forward or towards the back of your mat, whatever feels better. So this can be a really nice space to reset if you need it. If you are in child's pose, make your way back to downward facing dog. Avec le prochain inspire, soulève le pied droit vers le ciel. À l'expire, le pied droit entre les mains. Inspire les deux mains vers le ciel pour le grand lunge. So same thing here, scissoring the legs in towards one another to create that good foundation for your hips and for your lower back. Lève les mains vers le ciel. Entrelace les doigts, même chose, inspire les mains vers le ciel. Expire, side bend towards the right. And so noticing different sensations here, breathing into them. And with your next inhale, come back into your high lunge. And with the exhale, warrior two pose. Inspire, renverse le guerrier, main arrière sur la cuisse arrière. Expire, les deux bras parallèles au sol. Let's find your triangle pose. Take a full breath in here. Exhale, left hand down towards the ground. Let's find our Vashisthasana, or side plank variation. Step your right foot to the center of your mat. Turn your 10 toes towards the right. Right hand up. Lift your hips up. One more full breath in. Exhale, right hand down to the ground. Step both feet at the center of your mat and fold forward. Inspire pour un dos droit à la moitié. Expire, plonge vers l'avant. Inspire, remonte jusqu'en haut, encercle les mains vers le ciel, paume ensemble au-dessus de la tête. Expire, les deux mains vers le cœur. Place all your weight into your left foot. Lift your right knee up. Open your knee to the side. Let's find any variation of tree pose, so whatever variation you did before, or maybe going into a different one. Si on est prêt, on lève les mains vers le ciel. And then today, challenge, close your eyes. So that can be a little tricky. It's okay if you fall. You can come back up. Ramène les deux mains vers le cœur. Chiffre 4 avec les jambes. So outer edge of your right ankle on your left thigh. Et asseyez-vous. Puis peut-être qu'aujourd'hui, j'amène les coudes sur la jambe. Maybe, maybe not. And then slowly come all the way back up. Step your right foot at the top of your mat. Bend your left knee. Grab the outer edge of your left foot with your left hand. Lift your right hand up towards the sky. And then start to kick your foot into your hand so that you bring your heel as far away from your bum as possible. And start to make your way down. Vous avez l'option de rester ici. Ou si vous voulez une autre option aujourd'hui, vous pouvez placer la main droite sur le bloc, puis lever la hanche gauche par-dessus la hanche droite. So keep on focusing on something on the ground. It's going to make it much easier. If you want to challenge yourself, look up. Okay. Keep on kicking your foot away from your glutes. And then slowly and mindfully release your left foot and transition into warrior two once again. With your next in-breath, reverse your warrior, back hand, back thigh, top hand back. Exhale, come back into your downward facing dog, both hands on the ground. Vinyasa here is optional. Inhale, come forward into a plank. Exhale, lower all the way or halfway. Inhale for upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And again, here, staying in down dog or coming all the way down into child's pose if you need a little break. If you are in child's pose, make your way back to downward dog. Au prochain inspire, soulève le pied gauche vers le ciel. Expire le pied gauche à l'avant du tapis entre les mains. Inspire les deux mains vers le ciel pour le grand lunge. Et expire, strong foundation in your legs and your hips. Interlace your fingers, Kali Mudra. Inhale, lengthen the sides of your torso. Exhale, side bend towards the left. Make sure that you're engaging your right glute muscles a lot here. And inhale, bring yourself all the way up to standing. And exhale, release for your warrior two pose. Inspire pour renverser le guerrier. Expire, les bras parallèles au sol, allonge la jambe gauche, posture du triangle. Prends un plein inspire ici. Expire, la main droite au sol. Step your left foot underneath your left hip and turn your 10 toes towards the left side of your mat. Lift your left hand up towards the sky. There you go. Very nice. One more full breath in here. And exhale, bring your left hand down towards the ground. Step both feet at the center of your mat and fold. Inhale to lengthen your spine halfway. Exhale, fold. Inspire, reviens jusqu'en haut, encercle les mains vers le ciel. Expire, les deux mains vers le cœur. Put all your weight into your right foot. Lift your left knee up. And then find whatever variation of tree pose your body allows you to go into today. Maybe lifting the hands up. Maybe closing the eyes. Don't forget to breathe. Good. Both hands can come back to your heart center and find your figure four with your legs. And then sit down into your chair. Puis peut-être qu'on vient placer les coudes sur l'intérieur du genou et de la cheville. Mais c'est aussi très bien si vous restez un peu plus haut. Good. Inhale, come all the way back up. Recenter your left knee. Exhale, step your left foot to the front of your mat. Bend your right knee. Grab the outer edge of your right foot with your right hand. Le bout des doigts gauche vers le ciel. And then begin to kick your foot away from your glute muscles. Begin to make your way back. Core is active. Lengthen the bottom of your spine. Et puis peut-être qu'on reste ici. Ou mettre la main gauche sur le bloc. And then stacking your right hip over the left hip. Slowly, with control, release your right leg and find your warrior two pose. Inspire pour renverser. Et expire pour le chien tête baissée. Ou Vinyasa. Good. With your next inhale, come forward into a plank pose. With the exhale, we'll meet all the way down onto your mats. Si on se retrouve allongé sur le dos, ramenez les deux bras de chaque côté du corps. Commencez à pousser activement avec le dessus des pieds au sol, les genoux vont soulever, so activating your thighs, begin to activate your glute muscles, and then push your pubic bone down into your mat, draw your navel in towards your spine. Keeping this, bring your shoulder blades together and lift your head off the ground. Lift your hands off the ground. Interlace your fingers behind your back. And then straighten your arms, lift your hands away from your glutes, and maybe lift your feet off the ground, maybe touching your big toes together. Good, full breaths. Nice, and then release your legs down. Come all the way down onto your mat and turn your face towards the right. Let's take a few deep breaths here. So we're really breathing into the back of your torso here. Notice what happens when your belly is on the ground. Can you make your entire back puff up as you inhale? And can you relax and surrender a little more with the out breath? Bring your forehead back down towards the ground. And you have the option of coming back up into Shalabhasana if you want to. Or the other option is Dhanurasana. Si vous venez dans Dhanurasana, pliez les genoux, puis attrapez le côté extérieur des pieds avec les mains. Soulevez la poitrine, même activation avec la sangle abdominale. Poussez les pieds loin des fessiers, so as if you're pulling your chest through your feet. And keep on breathing here. You can also hold the ankles if you want to dorsiflex them. Okay, let's take another full breath in. And exhale, release. Turn your head towards the left side of your mat and take another few deep breaths here. When you are ready to move from here, make your way onto your back. So just flip yourself over like a pancake. Good, and then from here, bend your knees. Place the outer edge of your right foot on your left thigh, like we did at the beginning. Move your hips, so the back of your hips, your bum, towards the right side of your mat. Levez les jambes juste un petit peu vers vous, puis laissez-les tomber vers la gauche pour que le pied droit vienne à côté le plancher. And then you have the option here of grabbing your right ankle with your left hand and energetically pushing that right knee away from you. You'll feel it right here, right where you would put change in the front pocket of your jeans. That is called the TFL muscle, so tensor fascia lata. It's a muscle that we use a lot for walking, for running, for doing half moon. You can extend your right arm to the side also. So breathing into that muscle that's often really tight. And then from here, you can go into any twist that your body is craving. So it can be a twist taking eagle legs, so crossing the legs, something like this here. It can also be straightening the left leg and grabbing the right knee with your left hand. Or it could simply be knees together, very simple twist here. You can also put a blanket or a bolster if you have in between your knees or underneath your bottom knee. Taking deep breaths along your spine. So It's a little bit like massaging your core muscles with your breath, saying thank you to your body. Nice, and then come back to on your mat. Placez le pied gauche sur la cuisse droite. Puis ramenez les hanches un petit peu plus vers la gauche. Ramenez les jambes vers vous, laissez-les tomber vers la droite. Encore une fois, option d'attraper le pied ou la cheville gauche avec la main droite, puis pousser le genou gauche vers l'avant du tapis. Only if that feels okay for your body. So always honoring and respecting your body's limits. You can go into any variation of a twist, whatever your body is craving. Nice, and then come back to the thing you did on the first side. Go ahead and do that, but without being too attached to it. Et doucement, revenez sur le dos. Recentrez les hanches. Ramenez les deux genoux vers la poitrine, puis entrelacez les doigts devant les tibias. Assurez-vous que le bas du dos est contre le sol. Et puis, vous pouvez ici aussi basculer de gauche à droite. So massaging the lower back, allowing the legs to be really heavy here. And slowly bring your legs back to center and release them for Shavasana. If you have props nearby, you might want to either put blocks underneath your thighs or a bolster underneath your knees, whatever you need to be a little more comfy. Arms can come by your sides. Palms are facing up towards the sky. Bring the shoulder blades together. Closing the eyes if that's available to you. Relax the muscles of your face, relax your jaw. Allow the eyelids to soften. Let your hips sink into your mat. Just take a moment here to observe how you are at the end of our journey together. Remarquez si le cœur est un petit peu plus ouvert. So is the heart a little more spacious? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. There's no right or wrong, no good or bad. Notice how your breath is. Take a full breath in through your nose. Et par la bouche, laisse aller. So allowing any leftover tensions to dissolve towards the ground. Laissez aller et lâchez prise complètement. You are welcome to stay in Shavasana for as long as you need. If you are ready to seal your practice seated, begin to move your fingers, moving the toes. Doucement commencer à ramener du mouvement dans les poignets et dans les chevilles. Roll the head from side to side, slowly waking up the body. Interlace your fingers and push your palms away from your body. Give yourself one last big stretch all the way to the toes and all the way to the heels. And then bend your knees and turn onto one side in a fetal position. And then when you're ready, press into the ground with your top hand. Come back into seated with your eyes closed. Bring your hands towards your heart center, either palms together or one hand resting over the other, whatever feels more comfortable to you. And take a moment to bow your head towards your heart. Thank yourself for showing up today, for stepping on your mat, for taking care of your well-being. Remerciez-vous pour ce beau cadeau d'amour pour vous-même. Prenez un plein inspire par le nez et par la bouche, expire. And thank you all so much for sharing your practice today. Namaste.